Good evening, everyone, and thank you for taking time out of your evening to join a couple of us ladies from Team Fearlessly Made. We are so excited to have you here. We have been looking forward to this all evening, and this is something that we do with great passion. And so it truly means a lot for you to join us tonight, and hopefully we help bring a little bit of light to what exactly this whole coaching opportunity thing is. Whether you're already part of the Beachbody community, maybe you're already in our little communities with each of us, maybe you have been watching us from the sidelines. So whatever it is, hopefully we can answer your questions tonight, and that is what the beauty of Zoom holds. So this is a webinar service that we actually use for our monthly team chats and other things that we do as a team. So the beauty of Zoom is that we would love to see your beautiful faces, because we would love to see your reactions, see how things are going, if you're not understanding something. So if you can, be sure that your camera is turned on so we can see your face. If timing isn't right and you just want to listen in, that's okay too. And then also at the bottom of your screen, you should see a little bar, and there is a chat. So as we are going through everything, please, this is the opportunity to take advantage of the live event. Ask questions along the way, and we will be sure to answer those throughout the event or at the end, so that you leave tonight understanding everything, so that you can make a decision to decide if this is something that you want to make a part of your life, like we all did. So we're going to kick things off with Katie, and she's going to share a little bit more about what exactly a coach is.
Awesome. Thanks, Heather. And hello, everyone watching currently or watching a recording. We're just super excited to be with you here this evening. So the first topic is, what is a coach? Which is probably the most commonly asked questions and possibly misunderstood question. So first of all, Beachbody is a health and fitness company. You would have heard of P90X, Insanity, 21 Day Fix, PiYo, Shakeology, and so much more. And Beachbody was formed back in 1998 in Santa Monica, California by two men that saw a need in the market for more convenient ways to get results without having to rely on just a gym or a personal trainer. But what these two men did was they created the total package. They created fitness created by the experts, a nutrition plan to accompany the fitness to achieve the results, and an online community where customers could check in to ask questions all along the way, and have that one-on-one relationship without actually having to physically be in the gym. Well, when P90X was first released, these message boards through the Beachbody website were catching the attention of Carl and John. And complete strangers were helping each other out and supporting, motivating, encouraging one another. And people were completing the VHS, DVD programs that they invested in. And that's where the network Team Beachbody came from. And that's when it was created. And then the coaching opportunity truly came to life at that point. So as a coach, we are doing exactly what those people were doing in those forums. We walk alongside people on their journey, provide support daily, plug them into community, and keep them going strong along the journey. Because we all know that we need that accountability and support day to day through our best days and worst days. And the reason Team Beachbody is different is us. Coaches are the difference. We believe in people before they believe in themselves. And I truly think that is one of the biggest key things. We lead them by example. We are proof of that the products work. We are showing up daily for ourselves and for them, showing up on social media, connecting with like-minded people, and inviting others along the journey with us. And we help people build those businesses also, which is incredible. And you are your most important clients. You have to show up for yourself daily. You have to mentor and show others how they can create a lifestyle and possible career for themselves, and how to get into the best shape and health of your life. And that goes for both physical health and mental health. Personally, I've been sick right now, and so I have been so nauseous that I haven't been able to work out, and it truly does affect your mental well-being. And so getting into that mindset has been incredible. So just a little bit about my story, a quick snippet. I was first exposed to Beachbody in 2009 or 10 when my parents were turning 50, and they decided they wanted to get in good shape for when they turned 50. And so over those years, as I was a collegiate swimmer and water polo player, I would do workouts here and there, but that was back when it was just the DVDs. But it wasn't really until June of this year when I connected with Heather Ann, and she introduced me to this world that I did not know was waiting for me. And I never really knew that. I never had a spark. Like, I didn't grow up or go to school thinking I wanted to be a nurse, a teacher, or anything. I didn't have that passion. And it wasn't until I watched my first coaching glimpse opportunity with Melissa and Heather Ann that they painted the picture for me, and they really truly showed me the life that I could build and create through Team Beachbody, which is an incredible community. And it's really amazing too, just even looking at how I had to work to get to this chair today. Like, it was a crazy day, and I rushed home. I had to pick up my puppy, get her fed, get me fed, clean my kitchen, and just be able to sit down and get her situated on her little bed next to me, because she has to be next to me. But it just goes to show you that this is all workable within the cracks of your day. Anytime you have time, you can do this, and it's possible. And I don't have to wish anymore that I wish I had some other life, because this is my life. And I get to work every day to create this life of my own design. And it's been a huge blessing, and will continue to be a blessing in mine and my new husband's and new puppy's lives. So the question is, who are we looking for? We are looking for passion, people who have passion and health for passion for health and fitness, a passion for helping and serving others. That's one of the main things is you have to truly have people's best interests at heart, no matter where they're at in their life. You're there to meet them where they're at and help them progress according to their unique design and their unique lifestyle. We're also looking for people who are on your journey, or maybe you haven't begun your health journey. There's no requirement of where exactly you need to be. People who are hardworking, team players, people who are self-driven and motivated, and people who truly have a desire to see that what you are really made of and to grow in your confidence. And for people to simply love to have fun. And it's just been super great. So that is a general small sum up of what a coach is. So I'm going to go ahead and throw it back to Heather Ann.
Awesome. Thank you. So I am going to quickly dispel any misconceptions, questions, worries, doubts that maybe you have been hearing, feeling, or just want to get off your chest. And this is actually a really good time to pop in the chat and type anything that maybe comes across your mind that we certainly can answer at the end. So quick introduction about myself in case you don't know who I am. I'm Heather Ann Pettit, and I have officially been a coach for 3 years full-time, but it's been about a 4-year journey. And my introduction into Beachbody started back in 2012 when I was just looking for another means to get in a good workout. Sorry if you hear my daughters in the background. I'm a mom of 2 girls. If I was just looking to get better results than what the gym was giving me. And at that time, I was newly married and we were looking to save money. And I came across an ad on Facebook, and it was all about 25 minutes a day, 5 days a week. And I was sold. And I knew the trainer, Sean T. I always respected him. I dabbled in the insanity workouts, but never knew it was Beachbody, never knew there was an opportunity behind it, but I loved him. So I invested in it. I tackled that workout for 3 months. I invested in the full nutrition plan of it and achieved the greatest results I ever had. And I was hooked. I have not set foot in a gym since, so I haven't been in a gym since 2012. I have continually gotten the results here at home and continually have been challenged, even through both pregnancies. And now I'm expecting my 3rd, and it's still my lifestyle through this pregnancy. And it wasn't until I was on maternity leave with my first daughter that I had that overwhelming feeling that I wasn't where I was supposed to be, nor was it what I was supposed to be doing in the long run. And I was always that person that wanted to be a stay-at-home mom someday. I thought my career as a graphic designer would bring me home. I could freelance on the side in between the cracks of the day, but design wasn't my passion anymore. Fitness and health and nutrition have always been my passion. I just never knew how I could get in that field of it. And it was Beachbody that opened that door. And when I was on maternity leave, just exploring the opportunity more, I was never invited to an opportunity event like this, like you are a part of tonight. I basically did the research myself, and I already had the opportunity in my hands because I was already signed up as a coach, but I was just using it for the discount because I love Shakeology. I love the programs. It was my lifestyle, and I wanted to receive the best cost. But diving into what the opportunity could hold and the possibilities that could come to life, talking about it with my husband and starting to dream and have goals, which I never had before, I decided to go for it. He believed in me. I believed in myself long before I ever thought of what I could do with this opportunity or where it could take me. And here I am now. 4 years later, I was able to walk away from my full-time career after a year of going all in, hard work, dedication, losing some sleep at night, but I had a big goal and I wanted to be home with my babies. And now I'm still able to do that, and I've been growing ever since, and this community has been evolving. These are 3 more women on Fearlessly Made because of that decision that I made 4 years ago, and can't imagine my life otherwise. So that is where my story started. And I can vividly remember sitting in the car next to the president of our company when I was working full time, and they took me out for like a goodbye lunch. And he just wanted to know more about what I was doing. And he said, "Oh, it's one of those pyramid schemes." I'm like, and I didn't know what to say at the time. So I was stumbling over my words, and I just kind of agreed with him and shook my head and like brushed it off because he didn't really know, but I knew. And so that immediately got me, thinking, what is a pyramid scheme? What am I getting myself into really? And honestly, if Beachbody was a pyramid scheme, we would have been turned down and shut down a long time ago. Basically, if you look up what a pyramid scheme is, it's where if you are basically in this company and you are just providing goods and services to other people, signing people up, earning a commission for that, and there is no transaction of anything, and you're just adding people to your network. And if you're at the top, you're always at the top. Whereas with Beachbody, anyone that decides to come onto Fearlessly Made can outwork me, can outrank me, can out-earn me. It's all a matter of what they decide to put into this. But as a team, that is the beautiful thing, that we literally all work together and we benefit off of one another and we grow together. So as a team, we set yearly goals for each other. And as a team, we all work towards those together and we push each other. We challenge one another. We make sure that we're on track to where we want to be, because the beautiful thing is that we literally are all owning our own businesses. It doesn't matter what anyone else is doing around us in the network. We can focus on ourselves and what our goals and visions for our life are. But together we get to help each other. We don't have to go at this alone. Yes, we're living in our own bubble on a daily basis. Stay-at-home moms, working full-time, whatever we're doing. But we can come together whenever, however, virtual meetings, phone calls, and we're just helping one another while also getting healthy and fit at the same time. It's truly that type of opportunity that benefits you from all angles. And what you stay consistent in is through all aspects of the business. From your fitness is consistency to get results. Consistency in the business gets results. And over time, that just flourishes. So do you have to sell anything to like your family and your friends? Do you have to pressure them? Do you have to stalk them? Do you have to be annoying on social media? And no, it's kind of like a good example is, say you just found this under eye concealer and it takes away the dark circles and you are in love, you've been looking for something like this for years. You're not going to keep that to yourself. You are going to go on social media. You're going to tell your coworker at work. You're going to tell your best friend, you got to check this out. They're having a sale now for Christmas. You tell it like it is. And that is exactly what we are as coaches. We're not just coaches. We're basically influencers. And that is what mainly Instagram, Facebook, that's what it is today. Everyone is an influencer. And I guarantee you may not know it or not realize it, but you are following influencers every day, whether they're bloggers, business owners, someone you follow on TV. they all talk about what they really love. And when have you probably not, we probably all have at least bought something that someone that we look up to and respect. We found it through social media. So the same thing goes for us. We're just sharing what we're really passionate about. And it's not just health and fitness, it's everything we use in our daily life. So we truly just get to be ourselves. And we get to use this platform to just share who we authentically are, not hide anything back, show in the lifestyle how it works in our daily life, around our daily life, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and everything else that comes with it. So that's what truly sets us apart from each other. We're coming together for the same mission and purpose every single day, but we truly just get to be ourselves and speak the truth as we'd like to. So we don't spam. We don't do sales pitches, no house parties, no stacking product. You just share your story and you just build genuine relationships. If you're a person that doesn't like to make friends, doesn't like to start new relationships, this may be tough for you because you have to kind of get out of your comfort zone. This is an opportunity that truly grows you in so many ways. I am a former introvert. I wouldn't be doing this, what I'm doing tonight. And it is because of this opportunity that has grown me into a person that I have confidence. And now that I can share and teach that confidence with my daughters, because I was not this person 4 years ago. I was someone that just took it like it was. I did what I was told. I didn't do anything more than what I had to do. And now I'm always trying to do better than I did yesterday. So it's because of the techniques, what they teach us as a coach, and what we do on a daily basis that truly grows you into a remarkable person that you probably never thought you could be. Do you have to post on social media? Absolutely. Do you have to be vulnerable? Absolutely. But it's all about telling your story and what you struggled with, what you have found success in. It's just about being you. And people are going to respect you so much more for all of those ins and outs of your life that maybe you're hiding away right now. But someone is seriously waiting for you. And someone is just like you out there. And they're looking for someone to share that message because they're too afraid to. And that comes in all forms and shapes. You know, for me, when I had my second daughter, I fell into postpartum depression. That was something that I could have hid away. I could have been all happy-go-lucky on social media and pretend like everything was perfect. But I decided to share that struggle through the medications up and down, through the tears, everything. I shared it. And the most rewarding thing of this opportunity is not making a sale for me. It's actually seeing the success for others in whatever that is, but also just the genuine, authentic messages you get back from complete strangers that you did not know were following on social media. And they just said, you made my day for sharing what you did. Thank you for telling your story because I've been struggling with this too. Is there something that I could do better? And now they are looking towards you as the expert or someone that has gone through it too and survived it. And you've become an influencer in their eyes and someone that they look up to and respect. And they may never, ever come into your business or your community or whatever, but you have people watching you and respecting you and looking up to you more than you could probably ever reach in your house, your community, your own family. You truly have a world out there of people just like you that are waiting for you to share your authentic truth. Do I have to reach monthly goals and quota or any of that kind of stuff? No. That is the beautiful thing about this opportunity is that you don't. Everything is at your pace in this opportunity. So say you decide to sign up this week, but you know it's December, you are working a second job, you're not sure how to get it in, you got your kids' plays, you have year-end stuff to do, whatever it is, and you're like, you know what, I'm going to dive in January. That's okay. You can do that. But everything that you will need to succeed, we will give to you. We have a plan in place. We have a system in place ready to give to you to help educate you, help you understand what exactly it takes on a daily basis from this business. And you could just take December and train yourself and fill yourself with all the knowledge if you want, and then go all in January. But it's at your pace. You can run or you can walk. There is no right or wrong to this opportunity, which is so cool. And you can decide to coach for any type of reason because there are different levels of coaching. You could enjoy just for the discount, which I did in the beginning, and I never dove into the opportunity until 4 years later. So it truly is endless opportunities in just whatever you want to make it. But Beachbody has created benchmarks to help us coaches that truly want to succeed and maybe have big goals in this opportunity to just give us something to track, that we know that we're actively growing relationships, we're starting connections, and all of those actions are then growing our business. So there are benchmarks you can follow, but there is no right or wrong. And then, do I have to be at my goal weight to becoming a coach? And Katie just kind of touched on this, but absolutely not. And honestly, the coaches that are just starting their journeys, maybe have a lot of weight to lose mentally, mental changes, physical changes, whatever it is, those truly make the best coaches, because people are going to respect you, follow you, want to know how your journey is unfolding. And it's the type of thing, like if you sign up for a coach this week, you are going to start taking your before and after measurements, and you're going to track your progress day 1, day 7, day 14, day 30. And you're going to continue sharing your journey and inspire people and talk about it. How do you feel that day? How has these past 2 weeks changed your life? And through your transformation is going to be the most powerful tool that you have to share about what we have to offer. And you're just naturally going to start relationships. You're going to naturally start conversations. And if you ask me, this is the greatest time of year to consider coaching, because it's December. And whether people are thinking, you know what, I'm just going to let loose and have fun the rest of the year, enjoy all the holiday cookies, and then I'm going to get on track January 1st. If that's the case, or they're looking to start something now and get ahead of the game, we know New Year's is coming. Resolutions come. January through March is the hot time for gym memberships. People are starting to see the commercials. They're getting stuff in the mail. But you are showing up every day on social media. You're showing the struggles, how you're getting through the holidays, how you're surviving them, what you're doing now, and you truly can build a great start to your business right now, because this is the key time between December and March that things really start to happen. So think about what you have searched for when you started your journey. You know, what were you looking towards? Were you looking towards motivation, inspiration? Because all of that is now you. You get to be what you used to search for, because the person you used to be, or the person you are now, and where you want to go, that person's out there too. And they are looking for exactly what you used to look for too. So if there's anything that I didn't hint on, you want to know more about, ask in the chat, or connect with the coach that asked you, and we'll be sure to get those questions answered for you. And then secondly, before I move on, I want to just quickly touch on how we make an income and what does it cost to be a coach. So if you decide to sign up for as a coach, the initial way that we earn is strictly through commissions. The day you sign up, you are provided unique websites with a special ID that is tied directly to you. And so anything that anyone decides to purchase from you through your websites, that is connected to your bank account and comes in weekly commissions. In Beachbody, we get paid every Thursday, depending on who you helped serve in the week prior. And that is all a result of your commissions when you first start. We earn 25% commission off of anything that we choose to help people with. And we have solutions from Beachbody On Demand, which is like your Netflix for fitness, to Shakeology, to a whole performance line. We have cleanses, we have accessories, we have it all. And the library is continually growing at a rapid rate. But in addition to that, we also receive a 25% discount on all that we invest in too. So like I said, I signed up strictly for the discount in the beginning because I was just enjoying Shakeology. So you totally can do that too. And you can work your way into working the opportunity if that is something on your mind. Then there are such things as challenge pack bonuses. There are higher commissions from those bundles, and a challenge pack is strictly the fitness solution, the nutrition solution, and the support in the community. We as coaches provide the support to our clients when they decide to invest in something, whether it is just Beachbody On Demand, whether it is a challenge pack, anything that they purchase through our site, we have to provide the support to them. We hold monthly accountability groups, and we plug people into the support, the encouragement, the motivation, typically the aspect of the journey that is missing if they decide to go on their own. Then there is a next level. If you decide that you want to truly build an income, you can totally enroll coaches underneath you. And that is where your team, your organization starts to build. And it truly can feel overwhelming at first. And honestly, if you're just starting out, you're just introduced to the Beachbody community, don't even focus on building an organization. Focus on yourself first. Focus on getting your results, your transformation. And maybe you help 3 to 5 people along the way in the first couple months. But you can totally increase your weekly income from the success of your team. And like I said, everyone working together. And just to kind of hint, not get too far into it, but when you start to build your organizations, you will have 2 legs of your team, a right leg and a left leg. And if you decide to sign up your first 2 coaches, one on your right, one on your left, you have then unlocked the next potential in your income earning. And that is an Emerald Coach. And you can start earning residual income. You can start earning teen cycle bonuses. You can start earning free customers. That is kind of like the first level. And you can also earn up to $250 in commissions, but you cap at that. And so that's when you start looking at the next levels up. So like, for instance, you get to diamond and you can cap out at 2,000 a week. And then there it goes up and up, I think up to like 12,000 a week in just your team cycle bonuses. So with all of that being said, there's also other bonuses. So when you reach certain ranks, you can earn 0.5% of that full pot that is given to those ranks. So those are extra bonuses. So truly, you can build a very successful business in just retail commissions alone. If you're looking to earn an extra $500 to $1,000 a month, you totally can do that in retail commissions. But if you're looking to build a substantial opportunity, something that maybe will help you leave your full-time job, build wealth, 5 to 6 figure incoming business, that is when you start building an organization because everyone is helping everyone. So it is totally up to you, but that is the gist of everything. So I'm going to pass it on to Melissa.
Okay. Hey, everybody. Welcome. So I am just talking about what do you do after you sign up? Like, what happens after you sign up? What does the training look like? A lot of people think, oh my gosh, am I just going to be left on my own to figure this out? And no, absolutely not. You are going to have support. And we, as your upline coaches, are going to be your mentors. So the first thing is you're going to receive an email from Team Beachbody, and it's called the First 30, and it's welcome email to welcome you to the team. And it basically shares with you what you should be doing the first 30 minutes of signing up, the first 30 hours, and your first 30 days. And then along with that, you're going to get a welcome email from your coach, and they're just going to be sharing what their role is going to be for the next several months or weeks, what your role is going to be, and just kind of giving you an outline of what to expect. So you don't feel lost, and you kind of have a time frame and a timeline of the next steps, but you are going to do those things at your pace, and you decide when those things are going to happen. You may want to zoom through training, you may want to go slower, and it's totally up to you. And that's where the initial communication with your coach is so important, because then you set the pace for yourself. And then you're introduced into our private team page on Facebook, which is our community of coaches on Fearlessly Made. We share tips, trainings, announcements, and basically just helps us to stay connected in between monthly team trainings and chats. So we do Zoom chat once a month. And then in between that, we don't always have chats unless there's something, a new program coming out or a big announcement. So that's kind of how we stay connected. We can ask each other questions in there, as a new coach, and even as a experienced coach, you're always going to have questions. I just posted one in our group today. Like, you're not going to have all the answers, but someone on our team will. And if we don't have it, we will know where to direct you on the Beachbody website for the answer. And in addition to that, there will be a Getting Started Right call with your coach to help you break down your why, which is why you want to do this business in the first place. Your why it can change over time. You can have several whys. And that's really going to help you define your vision and the steps that you need to take to start seeing progress and build momentum. And having a why is really important because it really helps you to stay on track with your business. When you have those tough days or tough weeks, and they're going to happen, they happen no matter what level of the business you're in. You're going to have days where everyone is maybe says no to you or turns you down, or you just feel like you're not getting anywhere. You're going to have good days and bad days. So having a strong why and purpose for why you want to do this business is so important. And then lastly, we created a self-paced training, which is in a private group on Facebook. And we set up what's called units, where it's kind of like a college course. And you're going to go through this again at your own pace. You're going to gain an understanding of the very basics. We'll try not to overwhelm you. We just give you the basic information that you need to get your business up and running. You're going to learn how to start relationships. You're going to learn about social media, training, using Instagram, and helping you invite your first 3 to 5 customers to a challenge group. And you are going to run alongside your sponsor coach in the team training. You don't need to know everything before you begin. You're not going to know everything. You'll learn as you go, and having your sponsor coach closely connected to you is going to be super helpful. You're not going to be alone on this journey. You're going to have people to ask questions of. And we help each other, again, through the team page. So you're also going to learn in the training how to launch your business, how to start conversations, how to use social media overall, how to invite, what is effective inviting, and just, again, all the basics to help you get your business up and running. When you do sign up, if you've never had any experience with Team Beachbody, we recommend access to our year membership to Beachbody On Demand. And that is where it's kind of like the Netflix of fitness. Everything Beachbody ever released is on that website. And so if you are familiar with Beachbody, we used to have DVDs. Those have kind of phased out, which is a good thing, because you used to have to purchase a program and then purchase another program, and it got to be kind of expensive. Whereas now everything is on one website, and it literally is like Netflix when you log in. You kind of scroll through, you pick which program you're going to do that day, and you also get automatic access to anything new that is released. It's automatically added to your library, and you don't have to pay for it, which is awesome. Because Beachbody typically releases around 2 programs a year, sometimes 3, just depends, but they always release at least 2 programs a year. So you won't have to keep investing in the program after program, like I mentioned. You'll have access to all the meal plans, nutrition guide, workout calendars, and so many more resources. There's a cooking show, and each workout program has its own nutrition plan. So it's not just like one nutrition plan. It is all custom to that particular workout program. And so this is really a resource to educate yourself on what's available, to experience the programs yourself, and to start getting results so you can help others on their journey. So you're really going to want to have Beachbody On Demand, because that is where you're going to be starting your own personal fitness journey, or continuing on the journey that you've already been on. And then along with the yearly membership, you can choose to add a month of Shakeology to try risk-free. You have 30 days to try Shakeology. Actually, all of our products, you have 30 days risk-free. Or you can try the Performance Stack. You can do both. You can do either. The Performance Stack is our Energize, which is our pre-workout supplement. It's plant-based. It's natural. And the Recover is the post-workout supplement, which is more like just protein with branched-chain amino acids in it. Shakeology is more of the, if you're not familiar with it, it is basically your healthiest meal of the day. It has over 70 different superfoods, vitamins, minerals. So it's not just protein. It's actually a really good nutritional supplement. So you have the option to choose either Shakeology or the Performance Stack. You don't have to, but you're going to want to try the products if you're going to be promoting them. And you want to be able to talk about them. And the only way to talk about them is to actually try them and have that experience with them. We are a product of the product, so we want to show others how these products have impacted our lifestyle and our results. And the only way to do that is to use them. So lastly, or a couple last things, you also get access to your coach's accountability group. So say I am your coach and you sign up under me. You're going to have access to my challenge groups that I run, and that's where you're going to plug your first customers in. So you're not going to be running on your own with this initially. You're going to get to the point where you're comfortable running your own groups, but you'll be able to plug yourself and all your customers into your coach's challenge group, which is awesome. And you kind of get to experience a group that way. And if you sign up with a challenge pack, the challenge pack is the Beachbody On Demand plus the Shakeology or the performance stack, you get to waive the $40 sign-up fee. So really to have a business, to be a coach, it's $40 to sign up, but you completely waive that when you purchase the tools that you need to start your journey. And so I look at it like, to be a coach every month, after you sign up, the fee is $15.95. So when people ask me what it costs, I don't really look at my monthly Shakeology cost. I just look at the $15.95 because I'm consuming my Shakeology. That's one meal a day. And I would be buying other foods if I wasn't having Shakeology. And so our grocery bill kind of, like, my husband drinks it too. So we kind of swapped out some of the junk we were buying, the granola bars, the cereals, the filler foods, and we do Shakeology instead. So I don't look at that as a business cost really, because it's something I'm consuming. I look at my $15.95 charge every month as my coach fee, which is super cheap to have a business from home where you can earn the kind of potential that Heather Ann just talked about. And by signing up, you're going to start getting results. You're going to have a transformation story to share with others. And in doing so, we also have the option of starting up with a 3-day refresh. You can kind of add that onto your challenge pack if you choose to. And usually it's at a discounted price if you add it to your challenge pack. And it's really just a jump start. It's kind of like a cleanse, but it's totally like not what a lot of cleanses are. It's just really healthy eating and cutting out like sugar and caffeine and things like that for 3 days to kind of help you jumpstart your results and get started on your journey, or get back on track after a holiday, after a vacation, things like that. So really quick to kind of share my story in a nutshell. I have been signed up as a coach. It'll be 5 years in January. I signed up when my son was born, and I initially just signed up for the discount. I was not a home workout person at all. I was always a gym rat. I was a college athlete. I was a runner, and I had no really desire to work out at home, but I was pregnant, and I was going to be due with my son soon, and I was going to be going back to work full time. So a girlfriend of mine who I worked out with at the gym introduced me to these programs, and I really had never heard of Beachbody before this. And I thought, what choice do I have? I'm not going to be able to get to a gym after working all day, working a 9-hour day. Sometimes I'd be there 10 hours. I want to be able to get home to my baby after he or she arrives. So I signed up, and I actually bought everything like when I was 9 months pregnant. So not a great time to invest, but at any rate, it's good to work out when you're pregnant. But I didn't actually start until after I had my son. So I dove into the programs. I really was just kind of like, I'm going to buy this. And I was thinking, I have the 30-day, money back guarantee. I can always return it if I have to. And I could not believe the results I got. I was the kind of person who liked to go to the gym and take classes and have structure and have someone tell me what to do. I was used to, being an athlete all those years, and you have a coach telling you what to do. And I even worked out with a trainer before I had my son. And I loved that format of having meal plan, workout, them telling you what to do, not trying to figure it out on your own. So I think because of that, that is why I fell in love with Beachbody, because everything's laid out for you. It's so easy. It's not like going to a gym and going through the equipment and fumbling through the motions. And I got amazing results after I had my son, like the same results I had gotten from working out with a personal trainer, which, as you know, is very expensive and not something that is always sustainable to continue with. So I really fell in love with the nutrition plan as well, because for years I struggled with nutrition. I knew what healthy eating was, but I didn't know, I knew what foods were healthy, but I didn't know exactly how to balance all that out. How many servings of carbs, how many servings of protein, all that. And these programs completely lay everything out for you, and they work when you follow them. And it was the first time in my life that I feel like I got nutrition under control and I wasn't struggling anymore. Even when I had worked out with the personal trainer, the plans that he gave me I wasn't feeling satisfied with the amount of food I was getting. So long story short, I saw the coaches on my team and my upline sharing on social media. I saw them coaching, and I've always loved health and fitness. And I always, in the back of my mind, my story is kind of similar to Heather Ann, where I wanted to kind of get into that field, but it didn't make sense for me. My background is social work. I got my master's in social work. I was working in healthcare, and to leave that field, I didn't have a background in, health and fitness. So when I saw the girls on my team, kind of coaching and sharing on social media, I started to do the same, and I started sharing my results. And I had so many people reach out and message me and ask me what I was doing. And I was actually already signed up as a coach. I signed up from day one as a coach for the discount, because anytime I can save money on something, I figured, why not? So I started signing people up under me, and it was more like a hobby at the time. I was, again, working full time, had my son, but it quickly became something that I fell in love with. I fell in love with the community. I fell in love with the accountability of the challenge groups. I loved that community, and that was what I was missing when I went from the gym to home workouts. And I was still able to have that through our Beachbody community, through the challenge groups. And so I got pregnant with my daughter, and I was miserable at my job. Didn't see myself there for the next, 30 years or whatever till retirement. I was now not doing social work anymore. I got really burned out with it, but I was still in healthcare, and I was in management now. And it was a very high stress environment, and the hours were never 40. It was always more than that. And I was bringing work home, getting calls on weekends and days off and all those things. And I was going to have 2 kids now. And so when I was pregnant with my daughter, I thought, I know that I can do something with this opportunity. I've seen other people do it. I've seen other people leave their jobs. I've seen other people have success with it. Like, why not me? And I told my husband I didn't want to go back. And we were kind of on the fence about it. And we made the decision for me to stay home. And I just kind of ran with the opportunity. And I really haven't looked back since. And it's been 3 years now that I've been doing this full time as a stay-at-home mom of 2. And I have no regrets about making that lifestyle change, because I've been able to still feel like I'm making a difference. That's why I went into social work initially, was to be able to help people and make a difference. And this is so similar to that. And so I feel like that transition has just been seamless for me. And I'm able to make my own hours, which is something that is what I hated about my former job, that I was always at everyone else's beck and call, and my plans would constantly get changed and canceled because of my job. And I hated it. And I resented my job. I resented the field I was in because of that. And when I had kids, it just got worse. And so I knew I needed to make a change. I knew I wanted to do something where I could work around my kids' schedule. I could be home with them. I could be at all their events. And I knew the career I was in was never going to be able to provide me that, nor would any social work type career or job if I had gone back into that field. So here I am 3 years later, still doing this from home. I love it, and I wouldn't change anything about it. So I'm going to turn it over to Carrie.
Hey, I'm Carrie, and a minute ago, Heather was talking about our coaches. Some of you are going to take it slower and walk, and some of you are going to run. And in every aspect of my life, I'm a runner. So that's other than fitness. I've never been a runner in actual fitness until I started these programs. So I'm just going to share my story with you and try to be as quick as possible, even though I tend to be long-winded already. Starting out with Beachbody, I started as a customer, and I met Melissa. Her name says Heather Ann on the screen, and I'll try to call her Heather Ann. Melissa, I met through a dairy-free group on Facebook, because my son, who was born 5 months ago from a couple of days ago, he had a dairy allergy when he was born. So I, in that time of adjusting my diet to meet his dietary needs, because he's allergic to dairy, I started to binge eat on the things that I was allowed to eat, because I felt like I deserved those things. And I started to notice that in a time where I was cutting things out of my diet, I was gaining weight, which is crazy. So I thought to myself, I have to do something. I have to figure out what I'm gonna do to get myself healthy and find a better way to live for my kids and my family. And I was in my dairy-free group one day, and I had been working out a little bit and trying to eat healthier on my own, and I came across Melissa's page. So I liked her health and fitness page, and she naturally started talking to me about Charlie and my baby, and we kind of got into that conversation, and she introduced me to the Beachbody products, which after we had that conversation, I realized that I had actually previously done
one of the Beachbody programs before I ever even had children, and I didn't know that it was a Beachbody program. And back then I was in the gym some, but I have never really been a person that was really into fitness. So when you think about these people that are coaching, that they're a really fit person, or this is their lifestyle and this is how they've always been, that is not me. My dad is a healthy person now, but growing up, we were a cheeseburger and pizza and spaghetti family. That was what we ate. That was our lifestyle. We're Southern people. I live in Tennessee. And health and fitness has never been a major priority. But once I began to have children, I really started to focus on and care about what we were eating. And as most things in life go, that kind of came and went. And then once we met Melissa and started to realize that this was something, this was real, this was going to give me real results, I thought, let's just do it. Let's try it and see what it is. So within 2 weeks of being on 21 Day Fix, this was 4 months ago, 3 months ago. Within 2 weeks of being on 21 Day Fix, I had lost 5 pounds, and my just visible results were amazing. And because I already share on social media a lot, I am really active in my stories. I post a lot on social media because I enjoy it, and it's something that's just fun for me. And I love connecting with people and talking to people because I am a stay-at-home mom now. That the pictures that I posted, I instantly had people that were just commenting and liking, and people were talking to me about like what was I doing? What are you doing with this? So people were coming to me asking me about these things, and I was like, I don't know, my friend Melissa, she, got me working on this program. And so those people were reaching out to Melissa, and that's when Melissa messaged me and is like, these people are already reaching out to you. Why don't you sign up to be a coach and try it out and see if you enjoy it? And that was just natural conversations happen. And I talked to my husband that evening, and I talked to Melissa again later, and we decided, okay, let's try it and see how it goes. So I signed up as a coach, and it's possibly the best decision that I ever could have made, because within the first week of signing up as a coach, I signed up a couple of ladies that, and one of them reached out to me, and when she said to me that I had changed her life already, because just seeing my results and being inspired by what I had done and setting her up with the tools that she needed to get back to that place in her life that she desperately needed to be, that had given her hope. And I knew what she was talking about because I was right there in that same place with her. And that meant so much to me, that I had helped one person feel the way that I felt now about being able and being confident and just knowing that you have that in you to not feel helpless in your health and in your weight and the way that you look and feel. To be able to bless someone else with that opportunity, that meant the world to me, and I was hooked. And since then, since that opportunity, since that conversation with my friend, that has just continued. I've continued to share my results. I've continued to learn how to speak to people about this opportunity, and sharing what you truly believe in is all that you have to do. I get on social media every day and share my workouts. I share what I'm eating. I make new friends. I've made so many new friends already, and I'm only in my 3rd month. I've lost 40 pounds. And people have supported me so much, and I'm overjoyed. And obviously I just love everything that this company has provided me. It has given me so much. It has set me up with the tools for success in my own personal life, and just being able to share that with other people I literally can't tell you. I'm just overjoyed with that. I told you I was long-winded, so I'm gonna look at my notes now. After I had my daughter, I worked in a beauty shop previously, and when I had my daughter, I had to go back to work after having her, and that was a really hard time in my life, having to leave my newborn daughter to go back to work. So after I had Charlie this time, Charlie's my third baby, I knew that I had to do something. I didn't want to have to leave him again. So when I signed up to coach, I had no idea that this was going to become a job for me. But now I'm at this point in my life where I can either go back to work, or I can give it my all doing this thing that literally makes me cry when I talk about it. And if I have to choose between leaving my kids every day to go and do a job that I like, I've always enjoyed my job, and doing something that literally people tell me that you've changed my life. This week was the ending of my my own challenge group that I ran, and our numbers were insane. There were 11 people that committed fully to giving me 3 weeks of checking in with us and being a part of what we were doing, using Beachbody programs, eating well, and just doing what we were doing, and just promising to show up. And as a whole, we lost 40 pounds and 55 something inches in 3 weeks. And in those 11 people, there were 4 or 5 women that stood out to me that in my mind, I'll never forget. I'll never forget their names. I'll never forget the messages that they sent to me throughout this process, because I know whether they continue on this journey with me or whether they never do anything like this ever again, I know that I gave them the tools to get the life that they want. And they said that to me. They said things like, you've given me so much. And that's amazing to me. And that's all I need to say about that, or I'm going to keep going. But not only have I helped these people, but being able to help those people has helped my family, because I've been able to, just in the 3 months that I've been sharing my story, I've not hounded people. I've not sent messages. I'm not searching out people that look like they need to be on products or anything. I'm just casually making conversations with people that want to know about what I'm doing. And through sharing and helping people, I am able to put back money to take my kids on a vacation. And that's special. Like, that means a whole world to me. And not only that, but now that my husband is involved and he saw the results that I was getting, and now my husband is here with me, supporting me in this, and he believes in it. So now, not only do I have a business that I am setting up for my future, I'm setting up my marriage's future. My husband has started using these products, and he's using the workouts and the tools, and his body has changed. He's lost over 15 pounds now, and I joke with him that it wears me out that I've been working out for 3 months, and he did like 2 workouts, and he's skinny now. So, but he's pursuing it because he has seen that I'm changing people's lives with this. And if he can leave his job and we can work together, and this is what we do as a couple, can you imagine that being your life? To get to like work out with your husband and share that you're working out with your husband and that's your job. That's amazing. I just can't think of anything better than that. And just everything that this has done for me, I can't imagine anything that I'd rather be doing at this point in my life, or even in the future. because it's given me and my family so much. It's got immeasurable opportunities, and if you really just put in the work and show up every day to help your people, then you're gonna get where you want to go. And that's all I can say about it.
That is awesome. Thank you, Carrie. Love hearing your story. So I'm gonna wrap this up, I believe. Yes. So why is now the best time to sign up and join as a coach? And Heather Ann kind of touched on this earlier, but I'm just going to go back again. Our December class enrollment is starting on Monday, December 3rd. So at that time, if you decide to sign up, we will be adding any new teammates to our team page, our team training, and also scheduling the Getting Started Right calls with your sponsor coach, whoever you sign up with. So you can take your time. If you decide to sign up, you can kind of take your time through December and just kind of sit back and learn and soak everything in, be a part of the team page, be a part of the team training, and gather as much information as you can and learn as much as you can, so that when the new year hits, you're ready to hit the ground running. Or you can hit the ground running now and start on your own personal fitness journey, also thinking about starting to grow your business, so that when January 1st hits, you already kind of have people following you, watching what you're doing, and interested in what you're sharing. Start inspiring now and helping anyone who's ready to make a change come January 1st. So whatever you choose to do now, if you decide to start up now, others are going to be watching and listening. And when they're ready to make their resolutions, they're going to remember you. They're going to go back and, I need to get in shape. And they're going to remember you posting all the things on your social media and sharing your journey. And you're going to be the person they go back to. And it may not be January 1st. It may not be February 1st, but people will be watching you no matter when you start your journey as a coach. So what else? And if you're consistent at achieving your results through the holidays, you've already started to create that trust in potential clients, because as you start showing up daily, that's how you build trust in others. That's how people see what you're doing and they're like, hey, what she's doing is really working. Like, she's doing these programs and she's been really consistent, and look at the results that she or he is getting. So we are just people helping people helping people. We are sharing our story. Yes, we have products. Yes, a lot of people think what we do is sales, but it really isn't. We're sharing. We're sharing our experiences. We're sharing what we have gotten out of these programs and products, and we're hoping to help others get the same results. We're hoping to be able to influence others to be healthier. And so to me, this isn't really about selling. It's about sharing our journey and building relationships with people. We value the people and the relationship more than we do the sale, because truly we just want to help people. And in this business, the one different thing about this business than others is you're going to help so many people that may never buy anything from you. But we don't care about that. Like, we truly care about being healthy and helping others feel good. And if the sale comes, the sale comes. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. But we know that what we're sharing on social media and in our interactions and building those relationships with people and just giving, adding value every day, you are helping people whether or not they're signing up as your customer. And so we get to do this together. We get to lock arms as a team. We get to help other people get healthy. We get to inspire one another, and we get to have fun. So nothing better than that, in my opinion. And that's it, you guys. Unless, do you have anything, Heather Ann?
Just if you arrive late or you want to go over anything that we touched earlier, we will have the recording. So connect with the coach that invited you into this, and they certainly can pass along the YouTube recording to you, so you can listen in your own time, take everything in, let it marinate, and decide if it is something that you'd like to pursue or make a part of your lifestyle. But thank you again for joining us. It was a complete honor taking time out of your evening. We know it's busy. It's a busy time of year, but we truly appreciate you, and we look forward to connecting with you in the days ahead. All right, ladies, thank you. Have a wonderful evening.